Do we keep it or let it go? You guys let me know. Oh, I got bars for show. Look, I'm just playing. I can't rap, but I can cut. And today we are doing a drop skin fade haircut. You guys can clearly see that my client is staying on top, but we are not letting it go. We still gonna put that fade in there, so watch me work. All right, so we're doing a drop skin fade. We start with our lines going down at an angle. Don't make the line too hard. You know what it is. You got to be light and gentle with that thing. Make it come around, wrap around, drop around, down under the occipital bone, okay? And if you want that fade to be smoother than butter, you got to put that electric shaver on the bottom there. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take out all them little extra hairs. Better than a straight razor. It's going to take that thing against the grain. It's going to make it nice and smooth. You feel me? All right, we do all that. That's the prep work. We do all that before the fade, and then we start the fade. All right, so you see we don't got much to work with on the sides there because his hair is pretty short. He comes in once a week. That man got money. You know what I'm saying? So we just doing skin on the bottom up to about like a 1.5 with a little 3 at the top going with the grain because he likes it a little bit smooth on the corners there on the top. You know what I'm saying? So the hair ain't sticking out too much. Anyways, make sure you use that brush so you can see the area that you're working with. And we're going to use that clipper, no guard, halfway open using the corner blade. Okay, we're going to lighten that up, and then we're going to go down to our 0 and then our trimmer. Okay, and then basically every step is going to be, it's going to be no guard, then it's going to be a half guard, then it's going to be a 1 guard, then it's going to be a 1.5 guard, and then a 2 and 3. But the 2 and 3, we're being very light and gentle. You know, we going in there nice and smooth, nice and light. You know, we ain't putting too much pressure on it. If you feel me, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so just remember that, you know what I mean? So we're going to go ahead at the top. We're going to smooth it out. We're going to bring it down. We're going to bring it back around, and we're going to go back to the round to the town. If I had to pick what the most requested haircut was of 2024, it's got to be the drop skin fade. You feel me? Now, for real, though, man, everybody wants this haircut. I'm tired of it. Stop it. Just get a regular skin fade. Y'all gotta make it go down, drop down and back. What do you gotta drop down and back for? No, I'm just playing. But for real, to do this drop skin fade, you guys always want to make sure to start at the corner or below the corner of where your lineup meets the C cup. That's where you start your fade. That's where you start your line at. And then you bring it down and make sure it drops under the occipital bone. And you bring that same line all the way back around. And then you just fade, and that's it. You fade like normal. That's it. I'm telling you, whole blade for a new line, corner of the blade to blend in between. It's like shears and thin and shears. So let's go ahead and run through these steps one more time. So we do bald on the bottom, right, with our trimmer, shaver, all that good stuff. And then we're going to go ahead and take the clipper. We're going to take it halfway open, but no guard. No guard on that thing. Leave it wide open. No guard. You're going to go up with the blade, and then you're going to go back down with the 0. That's going to be the lever closed. Still no guard. Using that corner, blending it in, blend it in, blend it in. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to take that half guard. You're going to put the half guard on. Go up. And then we're going to blend in between with no guard, but just the corner of our clipper halfway open. Then it's going to be our number 1. Go up. And then we're going to switch back to our half guard. Blend in between with the corner of the clipper. Then we're going to go up with that 1.5 guard. Go up. And then it's going to be that number 1 guard. Blend in between with that corner of the clipper. And then number 2, go up, but very lightly. And then we're going to go back with our 1.5. And then with our number 3 guard, we are very, very gently, very lightly near the corners of the top, like the sides of the top. He just wants to smooth it out a little bit. Doesn't want to take too much off because he wants his top to grow out a little bit. So, just to kind of smooth it out, get a couple of them little loose hairs out of there. We take our 3 and we go with the grain on the top. And then that is going to be our fade. We're not going to touch anything off the top. Okay, it's just going to be like on the sides of the top, not like the actual whole top. And then we're going to leave the top alone. We're going to repeat the same steps on the opposite side and on the back as well. And then we're going to give them that crispy lineup. And watch how I get that lineup straight. Watch how I get it straight, okay? Wait till the end of the video. You're going to see how I get it straight. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure to repeat the same steps on the opposite side. If you forgot how I did it, then just go ahead and watch my technique, and then make sure to wait for the end to see how I get this line up nice and crispy. So for his lineup, you definitely got to make sure to brush that hair down over and over again because he has a very loose curl and it kind of moves around a lot. So make sure to keep brushing that down continuously over and over again. And then you just want to make sure to kind of start on one side and look at him from the front, because you really want to make sure you know exactly which area needs to be pushed in a little bit more. Because with a lineup like this where one side is like very crooked and the other side isn't, you're always going to have to take one side back just a tad bit more. Doesn't have to be anything major, but definitely a little bit more to make it even on both sides. Otherwise, it's just going to stay naturally crooked the whole time. Did I bring his lineup back? Look at that drop skin fade with the crispy edge up. Come on now, we in there. Y'all have a great one.